be looking at the Lucas, it's generally good against assassins. With the help of a Gadotkacha as well as the Matilda, you add more depth to the aggression that they can have in the early stages. I'm just really scared when Oni can go for the counter engage through the Novari as well as this Kaja.
Yeah.
But at least for the first turtle, April
That's a circling eagle already.
Might have been a little bit too early, but Kirky is already level 4, as we pointed out. Be a big setup here for Onyx to get this turtle number 1.
And they know that the circling eagle is not going to be available. Escalera isn't level 4 just yet. They're gonna go for K1ngkong. K1ngkong is already out of range, but does AP Brent still get enough time to secure this objective? 4 members of Onyx still trying to go, but they're gonna focus on the fight! James Pax picks up first blood! Kirk uses the revitalize, but is it enough to sustain the damage coming through for AP Brent? They're gonna transition. They no longer want to go for the commit, and they might have spent a bit too much time!
Oh, overcooking AP Bren. But I do like the idea coming up from Jace Pax to jump onto Super Prince. Once he saw that Super Prince already used, like how Kirk is playing, he is surprisingly masterful with this Belleric.
Whoa, okay, I did not expect Gatot Matilda to actually pull that off, but it seemed like Super Yoshi was already kind of low, but Super Prince, he gets to find a trade for Onyx.
So that is first kill. I think this is really decent for AP Brand. They should not panic. I think that they have a lot of ways. K1ngkong overextension.
KOG will not connect, but they still get to reach K1ngkong, and that's going to be enough to pull out the damage. Wrath of Dryad from Kirk. He's just going to try and run away, but he still forced the chase. They're not. Super Yoshi 2 within range, and that's going to be it for AP Bren. They might get a chance at least reducing some HP of this turret, but they're not going to go for the turret. It's still the kill that AP Bren wants.
Gotta give it to AP Brent. They know exactly what they need to do, and they
Not being able to escape.
Yeah, usually she's the one doing the chasing down. Let's see who's going to be getting this turtle. AP Brent still looks good for them. They've gotten to take their condition for the early game. Now can they smoothen it out? Shizo's not going to be here yet, while Onyx have now sent Severo here. It's 5 versus 4.
Okay, Divine. Binding already used. Super Yoshi doesn't catch anyone, but our AP Brent in position. Lancey already using the circling eagle, but it's still K1ngkong who secures the objective. Escalera with the revitalize. They're just trying to run away. There's no divine binding, but all members of Onyx are trying to go for the chase. Escalera finally falls. Doesn't even get to use the AOG, and that's 1 member down for AP Brent.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Shizo has pushed. It was Kirk with a great use of the Wrath of Dryad to stop James Banks. He got taunted by the Belleric.
Yeah, all things considered, only losing Escalera, the turtle, but them gaining farm on the Melissa and the push up top. I think that's actually good for AP Brent.
It's another re-engage from AP Brent, and with James Banks at the front, they get to reach Severo, one of the best targets that you could find, and they're still gonna go for it. They want more, but it's just JM Pinkman now. They're not gonna force the fight.
Now it's absolutely a win for AP Brent. Good win here. James Banks is level 11 at this point, and they're already going to the jungle of Onyx.
Again, it's K1ngkong. Who do you want to go for? Unbreakable still charging. Chizo using to go away. Now K1ngkong can actually somewhat try to escape, but he's still trapped. He's in the middle of 3 members, now making it 4. 4 members of AP Bread with the immobilize. Can it be enough? Not with the circling eagle present for Lancey.
He doesn't get away, but if you need any proof that Hirara is busted, that's it right there.
That's it right there. Found a way
Yeah.
and contest this first one.
So Lord number 1. Escalera and Kirk both have to revitalize. Here comes an entry.
There you go. That's another attempt from Lancey, but they all get revealed by that Astral Echo. There goes the Star Shutter, but it's enough time. James Pounce just goes for the objective, and they might still consider a bit of a...
Are getting into the heads of Onyx, specifically for Super Yoshi. Right now, fleeting time as well as the immortality. We're not seeing the potential just yet.
See, whenever he goes in for the dash, you gotta expect that circling eagle. Escalera, though, with a follow-up AOG, gets caught by the taunt with the Wrath of the Dryad, but it's going to be okay. AP Brent take the base turret in exchange of Escalera. They gotta disengage, though. They could not push any further.
Wow, there is a discipline where you sacrifice some of your HP again to force some reactions from your opponents.
Oh, the Purify was a bit too early. I think we got to see that. But the
James
response from James Pants, who together with Lancey, they're fighting this even if it's just the 2 of them, and it's gonna be a shutdown for Severo! He picks up a double kill. Purify forced out on Lancey, and Super Prince gets to take him too!
We were just talking about discipline, but for a moment AP Brent slipped.
Oh, I was about to say.
Didn't have the Wrath of Dryad, but that revitalized, kept him alive.
And also the Wind of Nature that was available there for Savero.
You're right.
That was one of the good plays that he was able to do against James Stark. James Stark felt very confident diving into Savero because he knows that the Sky Piercer alone will not be enough, but Yoshi overstayed, and now Escalera.
Yeah, he's not gonna get out of this. He does go down before the fight even breaks out, but Super Yoshi, do they still want to re-engage? The Lord is up, and that's already one.
In just a few seconds.
Savero has stacks on that Piercer, and we've seen many times in the past few months how quickly that can chain together. Looks great for Onyx. AP Brenner down one.
Falling Star Moon doesn't connect. Lancey goes straight for the back lines. It's Savero that James Pax actually wants to go for, but the Winter Crown timing wasn't enough. Savero picks up a mega kill, and it's Onyx going for the cleanup. Another Winter Crown for Shizo, but it's just gonna be a double kill. King Kong, JF Pinkman, he's all alone. It's a triple. King Kong and the rest of Onyx have only left Escalera to defend.
Perfect. Wind of Nature by Savero to keep himself alive. Escalera cannot get close. That's it for game one.
Imagine being in control for the entirety of the game. AP Bren fumbled. They had a great siege down the bottom lane, and just a few seconds thereafter,